Alright, finito Spider-Man. And in brief, I liked it. Thought it's good. Before I talk about it though, so at the cinema, right, I needed to pee so bad because whenever I'm at like any event, weddings, formal events, whatever, there's a toilet that's accessible, but it's not that accessible, right? It's like there, but it's out of reach, and you have to actively reach it to use it, if you know what I mean. So I needed to pee so bad that I couldn't pee anymore. It was painful, right? It was so bad. It felt like getting kicked in the balls, but in my bladder. I went twice. I went in the middle of the movie, nothing happened. Went after the movie, nothing happened. Also in the toilet, there was a guy recording his wiener the whole time he was peeing. Phew, that was weird. When I was in the stall, there was a guy next to me. You could hear the his bumhole go, and then all of a sudden there's just like this surge hitting the toilet. Oh my god, it was crazy. And he's like oh my god. But yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I mean, I left the movie just feeling satisfied. Really, like I finished it. It kind of left you wanting a bit more, but in a way that I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. Not in a way that, oh, the movie didn't have enough. I thought the movie wasn't too cluttered. I thought every character played their part and didn't overstay. Like Scorpion wasn't a major villain. Tombstone was just kind of made a cameo. Punisher kind of takes on like a different role to what he's done in like Daredevil, his own series. The Hulk was kind of there for probably less than 5 minutes total. Spider-Man, I liked his evolution. I thought Sadie Sink was really good as Jean Grey. I don't know if she's my favorite casting as Jean Grey, but I thought she was really good for what Jean Grey was in in the sense that like the age she is, the backstory, the Jean Grey that she is in that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I thought Sadie Sink was really good, pretty much. I thought Tom Holland was even better as Spider Man, and I thought the characterization of Peter Parker and Spider Man throughout the film was great, and they did the whole Zendaya, not Zendaya, MJ Ned stuff really, really, really good. I thought I enjoyed it personally. So I was going into the movie thinking it was just okay. My cousin told me it's like a 7 out of 10, which I agree with. I think it's 7 or 8. I'd say 8. People on Twitter acted like it was the worst Spider-Man film to this day. I thought the last one wasn't great. It was just nostalgia farming. I still enjoyed it though. But I thought this one, just as a movie, I was having fun. I was engaged. I was holding my pee because I didn't want to miss anything. I thought it was really good. I liked the action scenes in it, the swinging, the one of the most integral parts of Spider-Man. I thought the swinging that they showed was really good. The start felt a bit like PlayStation game cutscene, and if you see it, you'll know what I mean. If it felt like watching a PlayStation cutscene, but the swinging throughout the movie, I thought, yeah, that's Spider-Man. I thought the fighting was really good because his spoilers, his powers have evolved throughout the movie, so he's stronger in some capacity at certain points. So they use that and they make the fight scenes better. I do have actually before I get into that, yeah, I like the emotional aspect of Peter Parker this film. Thought that was very satisfying. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed you know experiencing it. Overall, I left it really satisfied. But with the movie, I do wish they kind of went the a couple routes. How is I know you have to suspend disbelief sometimes. You have to kind of oh, it's a movie, whatever. How is Peter Parker wealthy enough that he can get an apartment, or like that's that much space all to himself, a whole computer setup with like 10 screens, AI, machinery, 3D printer, everything, right? I thought they were gonna go like the broke Spider-Man route, but they didn't. So that's why I was confused. Is like you go into the movie, the end of last movie, you're thinking, oh, is this gonna is it's gonna be like Peter Parker trying to get by at times. They're gonna characterize that part of him, but it's not. He's wealthy, not wealthy. He's well off enough that he can do all of that stuff, and that's what kind of is one of my gripes about the MCU Spider-Man is they never really show that he's he's struggling because in this movie he's completely alone for most of it. He's not really got any friends. It's just him. So he's not got a job. He's not got anything. Where's he getting the money from? Whatever. I mean, it's just it made the movie more fun, I guess, because the whole computer stuff was important to his character throughout the movie. But I also sorry, I also didn't like the whole spoiler. If you want to skip ahead a bit, I also didn't like the whole aspect of the man spider stuff. Not because of what it was. Like I like that it gave him a power up. It kind of evolved his character. It showed Peter mentally is going through a really tough time, so he's getting more aggressive. People thought it was going to be a Venom plot line, but it felt like they were too scared to go all the way into the man spider thing, which I'm fine with. I don't want a man spider, but maybe like a little scene just to get a little horror in there, get or kind of indicate what's going on. Like if it goes too far, this will what happen. That's what's at stake. But they don't really do that. It's kind of like, oh, his eyes go black, he gets stronger, and he shoots natural webs now. All right. When you're watching it, it's like, what's so bad about that? So the spider's taken over. It's kind of left to the imagination what will happen. I just wish they kind of did like a little, like dream sequence kind of thing. I don't know, kind of like a nightmare. I don't. I think they didn't do it because they don't want to deter children from the film, which is fair. It's a Spider-Man film, but it would have been nice to see, in my opinion. I wasn't a fan of. Actually, no, I was a fan of that. I liked Punisher in this film. It was a different Punisher to what we're used to, but it was Punisher because for some reason he's close with Spider-Man or close-ish with Spider-Man. He has some kind of care for Spider-Man. Like he respects Spider-Man. He knows he shouldn't kill Spider-Man, so he doesn't. But things happen, um, and he feels guilt for what happens. Uh, Overall, he's probably one of Spider-Man's cornerstones in this film. He's integral to Spider-Man in this film, I'd say, which is great. I liked it. I like Punisher as a character. I don't know about John Bernthal, but I like Punisher as a character. You know what? Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. The other thing is, at the start they always do the hi. I'm Peter Parker. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's the fourth one. It's the fourth. I know who Peter Parker is. It's not the fourth one for me because I watched all the Spider-Man films before this when I was a kid. But everyone knows it's Peter Parker now. You don't need to do the whole introduction stuff. I know they're doing it as like an emotional beat because of his letter to like MJ and Ned and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, I'm not a movie critic, so I've not got any huge complaints about it. I had fun. I thought, yeah, no, this is a solid 7 or 8. Even though a lot of it was tainted by me holding in my pee and it was really painful, I had fun watching the film. You can feel your brain's kind of buzzing and it feels good. I enjoyed it. I left that film. I left the theater, the cinema, thoroughly enjoying myself. It wasn't. I don't have that childlike whimsy about me anymore. Where after I left Infinity War, Endgame, or Infinity War, I'd say, you kind of get this feeling inside you, or when you watch a really good movie. But it kind of gives you a perspective that people on Twitter just what do they like? What they don't like any games that if it's not indie. They don't like any films if it gets too popular. Like people are hating on Obsession now. Oh, Obsession really being good. Obsession is a great movie, really good, one of the best this year. Project Hail Mary, same thing, one of the best this year. Spider Man probably not one of the best this year, but really good, a solid 8. It was a really fun movie. If you like Marvel, if you like superheroes, you'll enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? So experience it for yourself, mate. Experience it. I enjoyed everything about it. There was parts where you have to kind of suspend disbelief, kind of be like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But it's a Marvel film. It's a film. At the end of the day, it's fake. Things won't make sense because it serves the plot. So there was parts where it was a little slow, but I thought the movie was perfectly paced. It wasn't cluttered. It wasn't trying to cram stuff in. It was like, okay, there you go. Perfect serving. Next part. Perfect serving. It left you feeling good. It left you feeling full. Do you know what I mean? It left you feeling full, but with a space for dessert. They don't quite give you the dessert, which is fine because they'll give you the dessert next time. But it was good. On the other hand, the post credit scene was shit. That was shit. I was sat there holding my crotch, trying not to piss myself, right, for the post credit scene, and it was just shit. I mean, okay, whatever. It was just a teaser for Doomsday, which we know Spider Man's going to be in Doomsday. But yeah, other than that, it was great. There was two girls behind me the whole movie just whispering, like, and I looked at them a few times and they'd stop and then they'd start again after a bit. So what can you do? It didn't really spoil the movie. It just annoyed me because they were trying to be respectful about it. But why come to a cinema if you're gonna whisper the whole time? But I'd say solid 8 out of 10. It has its flaws as most Marvel films do now, but it's better than most Marvel films that have been released recently. Um, yeah. So good. I liked it. See you around.